This was not the fresh start I'd had in mind. I sat in my idling car in front of my parents' house going over my life choices. When the now ex-husband had told me he was moving on and that he wanted a divorce, I was pretty sure he hadn't expected me to exclaim, "Awesome." I'm positive he didn't think I'd start packing right away, and when I pouted at his concession that I could stay in the house until it was time to sell, I definitely confused him. He had found someone else. Someone he had more in common with, apparently. Someone who shared the same life goals and liked to hold hands like we used to. I told him that I hoped she was young, because if she was my age, tiptoeing past 40, the second she learned that he liked his boxers ironed but wouldn't do the ironing himself, she'd be gone skis. Only uptight guys ironed their boxers, and only self-absorbed entitled dickheads had someone else do it for them and then critiqued the creases. Our life goals had only diverged because I'd gotten tired of supporting him through all of his endeavors without being allowed to achieve anything for myself. Somewhere along the way, when I was cooking, cleaning, ironing, changing beds, changing diapers, working, doing the bills, cooking— oops, I said cooking twice— I had started to wonder when my life would begin. When I'd kick butt and take names. When I would be recognized for my merits instead of looked down upon for the untidy laundry room. I wanted more than this provincial life. Matt had done me a favor by cutting me loose. He pushed me down the first step to my freedom. With my son starting college, thereby taking away any excuse to stay, I could finally start my own adventure. Create some herstory. I stared at my parents' house through the car window. My jump-off point needed a little work. I could not believe I was doing this. At 40 years old, I was moving back in with my parents in a city just north of LA. What had I been thinking? But I knew what I'd been thinking. I had money from the divorce, but no home, no job, and no idea where I wanted to find those things. My son didn't want me following him to the East Coast where he was going to college. Another relief because I didn't want to spend my weekends doing his laundry. And I was tired of LA. I needed to go somewhere new. But it wouldn't be sensible to waste money on hotels during my time in limbo. Which was why I'd taken my mom up on her offer to crash at my childhood home for a while. Crash? What was I, 20? Midlife ladies did not crash. Not unless there was a lot of wine involved and a rogue set of stairs jumped up in front of her.